Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about something very near and dear to my heart because it's something I struggled with, and that is how to confidently shop for your home and how to confidently decorate it with the stuff that you bought. Kind of a broad topic, but it kind of addresses more the insecurity I think that we feel when we go to try to be creative and make our homes look beautiful. I think there's a lot of things that kind of stop us from getting into the fun decorating part because we just feel overwhelmed with like, where do I even start and what do I even like and how do I know what I like and how do I even know what my design style is? Specifically with me, I actually, when I first got married, Tyler and I moved to Hermosa Beach. You guys probably remember that series. It was making the most of our small space. We lived in like a 400 square foot cottage, basically. I remember going to Target in those days, trying to figure out like how to decorate the bookshelves and the coffee table and the things in our house, and going in and staring at the aisles and being like, what do I get? Do I get that? Should I get that? Should I get one of those? Should I get two? And I would like sit there for a half an hour going back and forth in my head, and then I would end up just leaving with nothing because I didn't know if I needed that or if it would fit or if it would look good, and I didn't want to buy it unless I knew. And so I just felt like there was all this pressure as a new wife to make this beautiful home and to do it confidently, and I didn't really know where to start. I've learned a few things along the way that have really helped me get through that, and that's kind of what I want to focus on today, what I want to share with you, and hopefully after watching this, you guys will be more excited and confident about having people over and just making memories in your space and enjoying where you live. Sound good? Oh, one more thing. Leave your comment below. What is the one thing that you specifically struggle with in your home? Maybe it's rugs, maybe it's how to bring in more light, maybe it's accessorizing. Leave me a comment and let me know what you struggle with, and that will give us great ideas on what to include in future videos so that way we can help you guys. Let's get into today's video and let's get started. So tip number one is to figure out what it is that you like. And speaking of what you like, I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions about this shirt. I got this top at Vici. It's an online shopping clothing situation, and they have great prices. And if you use the discount code Sharrah20, you get 20% off, which is really awesome. But anyway, tip number one, finding out what you like. So like, what are you drawn towards? Like, what colors make you happy? Specifically in your home, like, do you like pastels? Do you feel like pastels are boring and you wish you had a lot of color? Start to like build a memory bank of things that you are into that you're drawn towards. Another thing you can do in this tip is go to our website. You can take the design style quiz. We created this last year, and I think it's been really helpful for you guys. We did a series last year all about the different design styles. You should check some of those videos out. We kind of do a deep dive into a couple of the different styles, what those styles are made up of, the different design elements of them, so it can help you kind of identify what to look for when you're out shopping. Another great way to kind of figure out what it is that you like, what you're gravitating towards, is if you guys create a Pinterest board, you name it like living rooms, and you just start to search for beautiful living rooms, and you kind of start to go through and pin things that you like. If you go back to your board and you start to look at common things in those photos, you'll start to see that you have potentially a lot of similar elements within those rooms. So for me on my Pinterest boards, a lot of the times I have a lot of light kind of washed out woods, like a lighter oak color. The lines are maybe more curved, the color palettes are a lot more pastel, and I'll start to kind of identify, oh, the things that I more so subconsciously am gravitating towards are these things. And that'll help you go, oh, so I should go out and be looking for those types of styles. Make sense? Tip number two is to make some loose guidelines. So as you guys are kind of identifying what you like, naturally you will start to maybe see some of those guidelines. Like if you gravitate towards the lighter woods or maybe the darker distressed woods, those will start to become some great constraints for you to kind of provide yourself when you're shopping. That way it doesn't become too overwhelming. I always say take measurements of your spaces that you're trying to fill. So my bookcases, I'll measure the height that I have and the width that I have. That way I don't get a vase that's way too tall for it and then kind of feel like I don't have a place for it because it didn't fit where I bought it for. You also want to take kind of a mental note of if you have any open spaces in your home that feel empty. like a corner that maybe a plant would look really nice in, or maybe sometimes you'll start to observe that you have too many of one thing and you need to diversify. These are all ways that you can create kind of a guideline for you when you go shopping. Kind of write down in your notes or mentally remember what I need are, I could really use some vases that are different heights because all I have is the same exact height vases everywhere and I need something shorter or something taller. Allow yourself to kind of identify what it is you have and therefore you'll understand what you need, and then when you go shopping, you'll have a plan and kind of know what you're looking for and you won't go in blind. Number 3, overbuy your accessories. Now, I know that I talk about this a lot, but I think we need constant reminders and encouragement to do it because I think it's kind of scary at first because you're gonna spend more money than you plan to. It doesn't mean that you're gonna end up spending more money. The intention is to the next day go back and return the things you don't use. I do this all the time. It's not embarrassing, it's not a weird thing. No one thinks that it's strange when I go back to return like at Target. I always recommend you guys check the stores that you're shopping at, make sure their return policy fits this way of decorating because you don't want to get stuck with a huge store credit, but you're totally safe at places like Target. IKEA has a great return policy. I think you have like an entire year to return at IKEA, which is crazy. I do believe that home goods, you can only get store credit, so you have to be specific on what you want to get there. The whole point of overbuying accessories, basically it allows you to bring the store to your home. You can't see the future and you can't know exactly if that one vase or that one plant or that one lamp is gonna go perfect in your bedroom or on a bookshelf. But if you have 2 or 3 different types of lamps, you're able to put them in, step back, observe if you like it, put another one in, observe if you like it, and then by the end of the day, you'll land on something you love and you've actually accomplished decorating that space. And the next day, commit to bringing the rest of the stuff back and you'll love what you ended up with and the way that it looks. Now, if you guys wanna know more about what to do once you figure out what you wanna use to accessorize, there is something called the design sessions that you guys may know about. We have some awesome content. My mom is Rebecca Robeson, for those of you that don't know. She does a lot of stuff on here on YouTube within the interior design space. She also has something called the design sessions. Design sessions is premium content that we make all about interior design. It is an hour-long episode, 45 minutes to an hour, and it gives you all the details, walks you through how to achieve and kind of address some of these challenges within interior designing and gives you guys some awesome confidence and kind of tips on how to actually execute in your own home. And there are a few episodes on accessorizing. She talks a lot about this overbuying thing that we do. And then she shows you what to do with the things once you get them to your house. So I highly recommend you guys check out design sessions. I will link it below. All right, let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is don't be afraid to be repetitive. Now, I don't mean be matchy-matchy and have everything be the same, but what I mean is try to find some common threads and bring common threads throughout your home. For us, we use that kind of lighter green color with our dining chairs. And then in the artwork in the kitchen, it's kind of a similar color to it. So you see that color when you walk into the kitchen, and then when you then go into the dining room, you kind of already expect that color to be somewhere else in the house, and just kind of making it feel cohesive. But that's a really great way for you to go into a store and know, okay, here's my color palette, here are the colors I need to be drawn towards, and I want this color to be repetitive throughout the house in small ways. That way it still feels unique and custom, but it all goes together and flows and makes sense. Last but not least, number 5, I encourage you to play and have fun with decorating. My house is never done. I'm constantly always kind of sitting back and observing when we're watching a show, or if I wake up in the morning and I'm kind of looking around our bedroom, I'm kind of always moving plants around, I'm always moving vases around. Sometimes I'll grab a vase from the living room or a sculptural item and I'll put it in, we have the shelves in our laundry room. It's kind of like our back entrance, so we still want it to look really pretty into the laundry room. And I'll kind of just mix it up and change things around and just have fun with it and not be afraid to keep things the same exact way. If you feel like you got it perfect and you're afraid to touch it, take a photo and then go ham, move things around, see if you like it better. You may hate it the new way that you've put it, and now you have a photo to learn and remember how to go back and rearrange it the way it was. And any other thing in the world, the more you practice, the better you get. So if you're constantly practicing decorating your shelves or your coffee table or your entryway or mantle or whatever, just don't be afraid to mix it up and have fun with it. And you guys will do awesome. I believe in you. You can do it. I don't know why I got so Dolly Parton there at the end. I believe in you, you can do it. I have a tendency to draw my words out though. That's why I feel like I'm somewhat made for Texas.
We say y'all on like Instagram.
I know, I do say y'all.
I just like it because it's just like, what
easier.
else do you say?
It gets to the point. I think it's a brilliant conjunction. What's that? I don't know. Are we still rolling? Yeah. Sorry, Jessie. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope that all of those tips helped you guys feel more confident. You can go to any store, shop online, and feel like you have a plan and you can be confident in what you're gonna do with those items. Make sure you guys answer the question of the day and what you guys struggle with and leave it in the comment below. Give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe and join the Kinwoven Home fam. All right guys, I will see you next week. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.